right, you guys, who's got their money on me tonight? Here to bet against me tonight are two of my favorite friends, Katie Lee and Alex Guanaschelli. Alex is a chef in New York and one of the judges on Chopped. And then Katie is also one of the hosts of The Kitchen on Food Network. What's up, girls?
Are we really some of your favorite friends?
Yeah, really?
Today you are.
Expiration date on friendship. See how it is. Like old milk.
All right, guys, what do you got for me tonight?
Bobby, this contender has been called the Julia Child of Puerto Rico.
Really?
Meet Giovanna Hickey.
Whoa.
Bobby, this Texas belle is here to prove it's never too late to do what you love. Meet Jennifer Basil.
We got two saucy ladies in the house.
You're in trouble tonight.
Giovanna, Jennifer, welcome. I think you've already taken the crowd away from me, so way to start.
That's not the only thing.
Take it easy, Giovanna. Katie and Alex here have one mission, that's to get me beat. But first, you must go through each other. You'll have 20 minutes to make an ingredient of my choice, the star of your dish. And that ingredient is chicken thighs.
I love chicken thighs, but how are you gonna present them pretty in 20 minutes?
I cook with chicken thighs quite a bit, so I've got this.
Watch the clock. 20 minutes goes very fast. Ready? Go.
I'm making chicharrón de pollo.
I am making spicy fried chicken with chimichurri pesto and a bell pepper tomato salsa.
I'm worried about delicious chimichurri over here with chicken ceviche. That's my concern.
I'm gonna go find out what's going on over there.
Put it in the oven, girl.
We've got 5 minutes. Now, that chicken, are you putting it back in the fryer or in the oven? Do you think it's
Probably
done?
should put it in the oven. I was gonna let it rest for just a little bit. The last thing I want to do is serve raw chicken to anybody. I'm gonna put it in the oven and hope for the best.
Giovanna, what's that?
You can try it.
Wow, it's got a little heat.
Well, if I have to beat Bobby Flay, I have to have some heat.
What's the sauce called that you're making?
Ahili mohili.
Say what? Less than 2 minutes left. You might want to think about plating.
For the last thing, I'm making a tomato and sweet onion avocado salsa.
I diced up the tomato and the bell pepper for the salsa, drizzle it with olive oil, and season it with salt and pepper.
90 seconds to go.
Now I'm plating. First, the sauce. A spoonful of the salsa, the chicken, and then the chicharrón.
Ay, Dios mío.
I put the chimichurri down first, then I put the fried chicken down. I covered that with the salsa.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alex and I are here to find the one chef who can beat Bobby Flay.
And it's all gonna come down to what one of you did to these chicken thighs to make it the star of your dish. Chef Jennifer, tell us what you made.
A spicy fried chicken with a chimichurri pesto and tomato and pepper salsa.
Your chicken is not overcooked. It's lovely. I think the breading has a lot of punch. That being said, your chicken itself is under-seasoned.
I agree, there needs to be more salt on the chicken.
Okay.
But I really like the chimichurri. There's a lot of spice to it. So I think all in all, it was a really pretty looking dish.
I'm really worried because I forgot to taste the chicken. I hope that the seasoning that I put in the breading is enough to pull me through.
Giovanna, tell us what you made.
I did chicharrón de pollo with ahili mohili, a little bit of avocado, tomatoes, and sweet onions.
I think the flavors that you developed in 20 minutes are tremendous. But I don't think you did this ingredient any favors by the way you made it look.
It wasn't very visually appealing, but the chicken's cooked really nicely, and I like the crispy chicken skin, so there's a lot of different textures going on.
I'm very nervous, but I'm just hoping the judges only look at the flavor and don't take the presentation into consideration that much.
The person who will be going up against Bobby Flay is Chef Giovanna.
I'm proud of the dish that I put out. I just held my own against someone that's been cooking for 40 years, and I've cooked for 5. That just goes to show you that I am as good as the best of the best.
Giovanna, I think this dish came down to seasoning, and that's really what won it for you.
But your dish didn't look like much. A few false eyelashes and some stilettos on something that's really great. Never hurt anybody.
Okay.
Giovanna, congratulations. How do you feel?
Great. I can't wait to tell you what I have for you today. Prepare yourself.
That's not good. All right, Giovanna, what's your signature dish?
My signature dish is shrimp mofongo.
It's plantains, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's basically what I know about it.
Sounds like you got a handle on this.
I've never made this dish before. I know it's green plantains that you fry and then smash, and obviously it's got shrimp on it.
Oh, I'm so happy that we picked you.
Yeah, you are sweating this.
This is gonna be hard for me.
Alex and I will not be judging round 2. Instead, 3 culinary pros will partake in a blind taste test.
You will have 45 minutes. Giovanna, crush that guy. Your time starts right now.
I like the plantains by hand versus the food processor.
So do I.
I think you run the risk of the starch
Gummy.
just getting too gummy.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left.
With the few minutes that I have left, I'm sauteing the shrimp, trying to get a good sear.
I just sauteed them shrimp with some cumin and some salt and pepper.
Giovanna gonna start plating soon.
We want you to beat Bobby.
I want to be.
This is it, the last 50 seconds.
I grab store-bought chicharrones, smash them, and then I start plating my dish. I just put a little bit of the mofongo mixture, some of the green sauce, the chicharrones, and then I put some pickled red onions over it, shrimp, and then the avocado and oregano relish.
Start plating the mofongo. Then I get the shrimp, then I put the sauce towards the shrimp, then I put some arugula on top.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got all the components I wanted done. I mean, I think it tastes good. Let's just see if I get dinged for authenticity. Good job. Beautiful.
Congratulations, both of you, for finishing the round. And now I'd like to introduce you to your judges. The chef and owner of Budatai and Casalola, Roberto Trevino. Chef and cookbook author, Aaliyah Licon. And the chef and co-founder of Mighty Quinn's Barbecue, Hugh Mangum.
Judges, this is a blind taste test, so please start with the dish right in front of you.
The sofrito sauce is like on the money. Also, the arugula salad, I think, is a nice touch, really refreshing. But I'm finding the texture of the mofongo just to be a little too dense. Maybe it was used in a food processor and maybe not a mortar and pestle.
This is a really balanced dish. I think what I really liked was the sauce. But I love hard sears on shrimp. I kind of wish there was more of a seared flavor to the shrimp.
It was presented beautifully. The shrimp itself has a nice sweetness, but I got some grit in my shrimp. It hasn't been cleaned, it's not deveined.
Judges, please dig into your second dish.
The balance on this is just overwhelming. You've got this amazing tomatillo salsa, which is like this really nice high note. The pickled onions kind of add that acid. The only negative I would say at this point, the shrimp had probably gone over a little bit, so they were a little bit chewy.
The texture in this dish is incredible. The mofongo is tender, but it's still crispy. The only thing that I would say, oregano can be really bitter in large quantities, and I have a lot of oregano on here. I find it really bitter.
The mofongo's really tasty. And it's not as dense as the other one, but the spice kind of threw me off a little bit. Traditionally, you wouldn't get mofongo with spice.
Bobby's dish didn't look like the traditional version, but I'm very nervous because they're liking Bobby's mofongo. So I'm just hoping that my flavors can pull me through.
The winner of the shrimp mofongo battle is Bobby Flay.
Chef Giovanna, in the end, I think my decision went with this mofongo just because it was, to me, with the texture, it really works well, as opposed to this one that was just a little too dense. Pero el sofrito estaba money.
Even though I lost, I still proved that you can always come back to your profession. And I want to have my own kitchen and share the food from my country with everybody.